Alright, so this is going to be a case leak of the LG G5. There have been some leaked cases for this phone, and I gotta say, I'm definitely not liking it. I saw a video, or I actually uploaded a video showing the LG G5 rumors, and it had a slide-out battery, and it had like a leaked render of the phone, but now seeing what it's actually gonna look like, um, from this other picture here, I really do not enjoy the look of this phone, considering I really do like the look of the G3, the G2, the G4. They kind of remind me of a Nexus 5. All three of those phones do. But this one definitely reminds me more of a Droid Turbo 2, and especially with the front of the phone. As the front of the phone, you see it has the big speaker at the top, which seems to be front-facing speakers finally, and at the bottom, the picture is not the best quality, but you can definitely see there are front-facing speakers. Sure, they're not the biggest front-facing speakers. They're probably not going to be as great as HTC One speakers, but they do seem to be pretty decent. It's also probably gonna look on the front just like the G4. Besides that, and the camera is now in the middle, so um, it looks pretty interesting too. The bezel of the phone look to be smaller than they were on the G4. Probably not as small as the ones as G3, but these are just leaked renders, so they could be different from the official phone when it comes out. And people are saying this is ugly, including myself. People are saying the Nexus 6P, they're going to bring up the Nexus 6P, the Nexus 6P everyone said that was an ugly phone until it actually got released and people actually liked the look of it. Would the same be for this? I don't know. This is an ugly ass phone. I mean, I saw you can definitely see there are volume buttons on the left and right side of the phone, which many people who have LG phones dislike that, including myself. I'm left-handed, so volume buttons on the back and power and volume buttons on the back makes more sense. So makes more sense for me, so I don't have to reach over or use my other hand to turn off the phone. So the power button's still on the back, but as you can see, the volume up and down are on the side. So I might as well, if LG's really gonna go away from this, you might as well just put the power button on the side or move the volume up and down to there too. And the camera is really ugly in my opinion. It's, as you can see, it has the two flashes in the middle, and then it has the in the middle of the camera, you see the two flashes and the left and right camera, which there's a better way to do dual cameras. Dual cameras are pretty ugly, but there's a right way to do it. The HTC One M8 honestly did not look that ugly in my opinion, and there's a wrong way to do this. This looks very ugly in my opinion, but I honestly think where it was at on the G4 looks good, and I kind of think the G3 was a bit of a better looking phone, but I don't know. I think this is. Do I like the look of this phone? No, but keep in mind, many of these case leaks can be wrong. Look at the Galaxy S5. We had case leaks of that phone when it was coming out, and it showed that the phone would have it would not have a physical home button, but when it launched, it definitely did have one. And these lakes here, do I think they're good? I like the front-facing speakers. I like the fingerprint scanner, but I gotta say I'm not liking the volume button placement. And considering on the G4, I can change the phone's volume when it's in my pockets, because many headphones I have do not have volume up and down buttons, and the ones that do have volume up and down buttons, well, they don't work on Android. From what I've noticed, volume up and down buttons on headphones only work on iOS devices. But what do I have to say about this? The slide out battery could be pretty cool if it does come out to be true, but what I really want is keep the design of the G4, maybe give it speakers, maybe make the sides metal, and that's good enough. I think the G4 had a pretty solid design. Maybe just make the sides of the phone metal or something and give it front facing speakers, and we'll have a good, and that could be a good enough upgrade for me. But will I be upgrading to this phone? Nah, probably not. My G4 still works pretty well. Maybe I'll make a video in the next couple months showing how well it's aged, but what do I have to say? G4 still running great, and if I do have to get a new phone this year, as in this one stops working, I'll probably be getting a different brand instead of LG this time. It's just I'm not really feeling this phone, and you probably could get used to the volume layout, but I don't know. There was just so many advantages to having them on the back, and if you use the phone for a couple months, you'll definitely see why. That's all I have to say. What do you think of this phone? Do you think this is real or not? I think it isn't. I think it could either be real or not real. I'm not sure. And this also could not be the G5. This could be a different phone that is made by LG that isn't the G5. This could be a mid-range or a low-end phone that they're also putting out in the market besides the G5. Because there was a thing I saw of an LG. It looked similar to this, but it did have the buttons on the back. And what I think, if they're going to keep a design like this, sure, the shape's cool. Just move the buttons to the back and give the camera a different shape. Just the camera shape alone just looks that ugly. And considering how good the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy phones, the new Galaxy phones and the iPhones are, I really think they should be focusing more on the design, considering the G4 looks great. What do you have to say about this? Do you think it's real? Do you like this phone's design? I personally do not, but that's all I have to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.